Alright, hello guys, welcome back to this channel. This is Gagmola speaking, and this is day 4 of our daily content towards the end of the year. And I believe you've been learning one or two things in the previous content we have made so far. I have every reason not to make this content, and I'm making this content today just because of one person. And if one person can view this video, watch the video from the beginning to the end, then I think I'll be fulfilled, right? Today going to be talking about the money mindset. The money mindset. It's all about knowing and understanding the fact that wealth is built before money comes. Wealth is built before money comes. So it means that before you even end up having that cash that you solely wish, the hundred thousands of dollars, the millions of dollars you've always desired to have, it comes even before you get it physically as cash. And money mindset is very crucial for you to be able to have, or the wealth mindset rather, is very crucial for you to be able to have, because when the money comes, you have the ability to be able to sustain and maintain that particular money when it comes. So the first one I'm going to be looking at in this video is, let's look at the poor versus the rich money mindset. Now, one of the major mindsets that the poor always have is that they are always not thinking of tomorrow. They are majorly, you know, interested in using the money they get today to solve their problem for today, while the rich are concerned about how they can build generational wealth, how the fact that what they have now can multiply. Like, they always see what they have as seed rather than bread, right? So they are interested in investing in what they have right now today into the future, so that later on they will to reap more from the future. Another mindset that the poor have compared to the rich is that the poor are most interested in the little things that they can quickly grab, rather than building something that might not be profitable now and will end up yielding better result later. Now let me expatiate on that. What that simply means is that if you have the rich or the wealthy mindset, it means that there are some things you're doing right now that look free. And let me give you an instance. If you have a wealthy mindset, you are people that go for interns, free trainings, volunteer programs, all those kind of events, things that you do to sacrifice and that you don't have to be paid for to do it. Those kind of people have a wealthy mindset, right? A wealthy person mindset. And the reason for that is because they know that they are investing in something. It's just like starting a YouTube channel, building content, creating content every day, not knowing if someone is going to like it or not, not knowing if it's going to go viral or not knowing if it's going to mean anything to someone. Damning the consequence that someone will say something negative about the content, right? But still keep pushing. That's a wealthy mindset. Rather than looking for something that will give you what you need now, and you know, that is all. And then you look forward to eat tomorrow. So a wealthy man's mindset is concerned about sowing seed rather than eating the bread, right? Wealthy men build the bakery, right? Rather than eating the consumption. So the mentality of a wealthy person is the fact that they are interested in production rather than consumption. So you must be very interested in in production rather than consumption. Look for something you can build by yourself and will yield result later. Wealthy people always delay their gratification. Now, one of the things I've noticed about some wealthy people I've seen met right now and in the past is that they consistently have some special trait that makes them really better than us. Some of them have the consistent habit of waking up early. Some of them are consistently working hard by the day. They don't sleep more than 6 hours. Some they don't sleep more than 3 hours. Some they are consistently reading a particular book or doing a particular carrying out a particular investment. Some are consistently sorting for knowledge. So there is a delayed gratification that makes someone with a wealthy mindset different from us. So if you look at your friends, your family, and everybody around you, there is one of some of these traits that you might have found in them that makes them different from you. And this trait could make be what has this delayed gratification could be the trait that has made them successful in life. So if you want to go into the year 2026, one of the things you must do or consider is to have delayed gratification. Learn to invest in what you have. Don't use all your hands to eat, right? Like it is said in the popular Yoruba adage, don't use your 10 fingers to eat. There must be saving mentality. That is delayed gratification. It's not everything you want you must get at all time. You might have to suffer now so that you can reap the reward later. And before the last point, you must also know the difference between income and asset. Your income is what you do that brings in money for you, on a steady, and is more or less like a wages, right? Based on the work you've done, you get rewarded. Why an asset is something irrespective of your presence, like a building now. You build a house and you are being paid a rent, or you are leasing a property out. Those can be called assets. Those things that have the ability to put money in your pocket, they are called assets. While those things that take away money from you are called liabilities, right? So So invariably, you must be interested in building assets always. Don't just be concerned about what you're going to earn, the quick money you get. Learn to build assets. Asset makes the difference, right? So learn to build those things that can give you money, irrespective of your presence in that kind of business, right? And understand that saving alone will not make you rich. Now, looking at inflation rates, how expensive things are getting, you would know that saving alone won't make you rich. Now, imagine saving maybe 100,000 naira monthly for the next 12 months. You'll be getting 1.2 million, right? Imagine that money, what the purchasing power of that money is as at January that year, is not going to be the same purchasing power it's going to have by December of that same year. Meaning that your money, your 1.2 million, has lost significant value. In fact, in some places you have inflation up to about 10, 20, 30%. So meaning that your money is depreciating in value and would not help you, you know, you are not making wise decisions. So the best thing you can do instead of saving is to save in some, for instance, like using apps like Piggyverse that gives you some kind of interest to the extent I can come as cover for the inflation rate. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So if for instance the inflation rate is 10% and you can get somebody to give you 10% on your money for that period of 1 year, then it makes sense, right? At least you're not losing, you're not gaining anything extra. But or you can think of investing your money in the money market, buying of shares, stocks, cryptocurrency, and other kind of platform. This is not a financial advice anyway, but you must make sure you understand that savings alone will make you rich. You might look into building assets, things that have the ability or potential of increasing your earning. And then finally, you must be able to stop some bad financial habits. Look all through the year. There are some habits you've had over the year that has affected you. Maybe you spend lavishly. There are some unimportant things you had made purchase of. And after you have made purchase of them, that's when you realized that, oh, I never needed this, right? So learn to maybe control your spending and stop all those financial um, spending habits that might affect your saving capacity or your investment capacity. So you must, okay, let me give you an instance. There was a time I made an order of something I never needed, right? Running into thousands of naira. At the end of the day, I noticed that all these things were not important. So you must learn to prioritize, make a list, prioritize, preferentially get those things that are important to you based on the hierarchy of importance, right? So that way you'll be financially prudent and become a better version of you. This is day 4, and I'll be seeing day 5 tomorrow. Thank you. My name is Agubola Ezekiel. Kindly like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. God bless you.